it's Ohio Jimbo, and listen, I've got a lesson for you here. Not a performance, this is a lesson. And this is a really cool lesson because not only are you going to learn a really cool song from the 60s, by the way, check out my studio, it's very, very groovy looking now, but you're going to learn Wild Thing by the Troggs. But the most important part about this is what you're going to learn from this lesson. You're going to learn a multitude of things, and I want to show them all to you, so let's get right into it. So here we are, the Troggs Wild Thing. What a cool song from like 1965. Again, correct me down in the comments below if you feel an urge to do so. But this is the cool part about this. You're gonna learn not just rhythm and strumming pattern, but you're gonna learn a little bit about timing. I'm gonna try to show you how to get the song down first. And we're gonna go back to that fundamental part of muscle memory. This is only 3 chords. You're gonna need an A, do the A. I'm having the chords right here. Now at the end of this, I'll have the chords and a little bit of a Jammin with Jimbo, so you can kind of get through this whole song just by kind of playing through this. So that's the A. You're gonna need a D, another easy one, and then you're gonna need an E. And the cool thing is that index finger stays there, slides down 1, in all 3 of those frets. So that index finger is literally moving back and forth. So the A, the D, and the E. That's all you're gonna know, and we're gonna do Wild Thing by the Troggs. So here we go. The first thing I want you to do is find that A, okay? When you find the A, and again, you're gonna find this as muscle memory picks up. I don't necessarily need to look at it, but I'll hear it if I'm in the wrong place. If I'm here and I go, that's not right, I just kind of slide down and then I find it. Find that A, and it's those 3 fingers on that 2nd fret, and it's kind of cool because all you need to do is hit that twice, right? Okay? Now, I want you to do something different than the song though, because first I want you to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What I'm doing is you're doing an A, and then you're doing an E. So you're doing an A, 2 counts, 1, 2, E, 2. Go back to A, go down to E. Now if you can get that back and forth, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And if it's easier, count to 4. It's just the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's kind of monotonous, but the reason I want you to do that is because even if you're doing 1 and then E, your fingers are starting to move back and forth, back and forth. The challenge is because we change the cadence and rhythm when you get to the D. We're just skipping the D, and we're doing the 2 count so that we can get to the E. This song's gonna come together for you and you're gonna go, wow, how cool is that? Because everybody wants to sing Wild Thing. It's just really cool. So we get the A's and the E's. Get back and forth. Get the 2 strum. 2, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we're gonna fill that in between the A and the E. You're gonna do this D. There's a multitude of ways to do this. You can do the 2 count on the D, or you can do a, so it's a down, up, down, up. So if you hear the thing and you go to the A, start with the A. So all of that doing is down 2. So you're going down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Do that quicker. Down, down, up, down. Back to D again. Then you do the down, down, up, down. 3 chords, and it already sounds like the song. Now, there's some technique in here that kind of gets you going on stuff, and it's lifting your fingers off the strings and doing a hammer on. So you... Now, I want to show you this because it's very, very important. You can do a 2 down and then an uplift. All down. So when you're doing that and you're getting back and forth between the A and the E, it's kind of a fun thing because you're going to feel that D want to pull you into that different... You hear it, but you don't have to. You can just do a... And if you notice, I'm actually going... I'm taking 3. 1, 2. So you go A. If you notice, it's A, D, off, E, that's twice, back to D. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting off that D so that you can get to the next chord, and it just makes it just enough of a sound so you get the... That's if you don't want to do the boom chicka boom boom. That. So, that's the rhythm, that's the cadence, that's the strumming pattern, getting between the chords. Again, practice that A and that E, A and E, and then 2 stroke, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. You're just doing the back and forth, and it's kind of that triangle, that A to D to E to D to A, D, E, D, A. Practice that. Then once you get that 3, 4, 3, 4, go. Now the double hit. Now we've got the song, we've got the melody there. So get ready for the lyrics. This is where the challenge is, because there's not a lot of lyrics to this, but it's where they go in this song. So you gotta, that's where that wild thing comes in. Wild thing. Back to D. You make my heart sing. You make everything. Wild thing. Chorus part is the cool one. Again, I'm not trying to get any copyright infringements here. This is weird because these lyrics fit in different places, but you got that part that goes into the middle where it says, wild thing, I think I love you. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. Take your fingers all the way off if you want, or you just leave that index finger where it was and just get that note going so it sounds different. You hear that part of it? That's that middle part. It says, wild thing, I think I love you. I want to know for sure. Wild thing, you move me. There it is. You got the whole song. Now it's just placing those lyrics in there. And once you get that rhythm going, everybody else is going to be singing wild thing. And they're going to be yelling, I think I love you. They're all going to be yelling that. And of course, that one part. But I want to know for sure. They're just all going to sing at that part. It's a fun, great campfire song. Probably one of the easiest to play, those 3 chords. The only thing is, it's a challenge taking those cadence and that strumming pattern different by each note. So that's why I call this one of the best practice songs you can do. Get that A going, get that D, that E. Then go A twice, D twice. And let that off note be an important part too. Practice that part of it over and over and over again. And if you're just sitting there strumming, no pick at all, and you just... Now, the only other technique I can tell you is you don't have to strum all the strings. If you're just strumming these strings right here, just a couple right there in the middle, those ones right in the middle there, you can see them. Those are the ones that you want to actually hit. So if you're hitting, look real close to that. Those are the ones you want to hit. Because that's where all the noise comes from. So try to do what you can to get into that part of it. Just the middle strings, those middle couple strings, 2 to 3 strings, and you're going to hear that sound. So that's the song. Practice those parts, get that in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it a couple times so we can do the Jammin' with Jimbo. Let's see if we can just kind of get that chorus going, and then we'll throw some of the lyrics in too. So we'll see how this goes. All right, start that song in A. Start it in A. And... And that's kind of a cool part of it. So get into the chorus now. We'll do the chorus. Again, I don't want to push into copyright here, so I'm just going to try to show this. Wild thing, I think I love you. I want to know for sure. So come on and hold me tight. I love you. Thing, I think I love you. Well, I want to know for sure. Wild thing, you move me. That's it. That's the easiest song, but what a great practice song. It's good for the fingers. It lets you kind of move around a little bit with just keeping your index finger in the right place. I think it's one of the funner campfire songs too, and it doesn't matter. The lyrics, make them up if you have to. If anybody tells you you're doing it wrong, tell them Ohio Jimbo did it to you, because I don't know if it's the exact chords that the Troggs use, but I know that they kind of had that element going where they were getting all groovy and everything else, and this was probably just a burnout song that they accidentally fell into. But it was a great song, and it's an easy song for you to remember. It's fun to play, so many different aspects to it that get you trained, and once you get it down to that point, man, it's a great confidence builder, especially when everybody's singing along with you. So, a great song, an easy song, another one from the 60s. Check out my other song list. I've got the 60s, 70s, 50s, 80s. I've got all kinds of song lists. I hope you go in, look at them, and play through them. Maybe you'll start to build your own playlist out of those, because you'll start to find that there's certain songs you like to build around. I personally like to tell a story as I'm playing. If I'm playing around a campfire, I try to lead one song into the next. So sometimes it is by decade. Sometimes I go from the 50s to the 80s and then back to the 60s and then maybe into the 70s. There's all kinds of different ones. But this song will get you into the mode to do any one of those. And I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. And well, this is Ohio Jimbo. And if I don't see you out there, I'll see you in here.